Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. I got a couple new things from Hobby King. They've actually been out a little while, but I wanted to show you them just in case. So obviously here I have the V2 add-on kit, and they have a video available to that on their Hobby King website. But I also went ahead and I got the new glove for the Quanums, and I got those things because I fly with that. And it's kind of sloppy. Pretty much after every flight you have to tighten these things up, which I like them snug. You may like them a little bit looser. You can see I haven't even had them that long, but they're starting to fray and starting to kind of just get loose. The strap is fine. It's got this little adjustment here, which it's not really an adjustment, I guess. It's just a piece that would keep it tighter and then stretch out to full length. I don't really have a problem with that. And I do keep my battery here on the side pocket and have my receiver over here. And I like these for a couple of reasons. Is I can take the bits and pieces and use them for other things. You know, you can even take the screen off, and I've mounted mine here on the outside. You can take the screen off and use it flat like a desk monitor or something like that. You know, I can take the battery out. I can use other batteries in this. I don't have to purchase specialized batteries. I can do about anything I want. If I want to try out a new receiver, I can do that without having to make a lot of changes to the goggles. You just got a couple of plugs here and you slide things out. Different antennas are easy to get to. So it's a very inexpensive, or as far as goggles go, it's an inexpensive kit, and it's pretty flexible. You can also, you know, form fit these things. Sorry, this isn't showing very well. You can change. You can see on mine, I just added a little cushioning here to both sides. That cheek bump doesn't really bother me, and I think helps keep it off my nose. So I do find the straps to be a little bit of an irritant, and I can see where using the Pro Glove or the V2 Glove, V2 Pro Upgrade Glove, according to their site, where the battery's directly on the back, will help distribute the weight a little bit better. So let's look at that first here. And there are several reviews on this, and I'm not going to make this video making you think this is something really fancy and new, but we have new foam here, which the add-on kit, I believe, also has more foam in it. But it has, most everything is Velcroed now. So that gives you the ability to make adjustments. You can use just a little bit of the Velcro this way or that way, depending upon if you want to scoot your monitor further away. Let's see, let's make sure. Okay, this is the top. We still have the feature if you use the front-facing camera where you can click a button and you can see what's in front of you rather than having to pull the goggles off. More Velcro straps, so you can really tighten these up. And really the Velcro here at the end, which is just this forward 2 inches, but all the rest of it is that soft felt that goes clear back. So technically your maximum is going to be about half that you can shrink that down. So like in my case with kids, you know, they have smaller heads, and I can make better adjustments, and they'll be more comfortable. And another reason why I bought this kit instead of waiting for the Pro kit that's possibly coming out was if the Pro kit comes out and it proves to have a feature set that I want and within a price range that I can reach, then I can pass this set onto my kids, and then I can use the new set so I can have a ride along rather than flying line of sight while they're watching, because they do enjoy just watching the flying. My 11-year-old is trying to learn FPV, but he's got so many things going on. But you have the same thing here where you have about 2 inches. Here, I'll put it down on my little chart here, and you can, let me get that more centered. So it's actually about 5 centimeters, a little over, of the stick down part, and then the rest is felt, so you can shrink that down to halfway. They also, and I haven't seen this in other videos, they've added little straps or little pieces of elastic here that you can run cabling through for your battery, which makes it even cleaner. They have, you know, extra compartments. I don't believe this, I've seen this one before. But actually on the old kit, that's where your receiver would go. So maybe it stretches out. But we still have the other compartment here you can use for a battery. Maybe you put a spare battery there, or for weight distribution, you put something else. And then you have the pocket and goes in back. The add-on kit has a pocket you can put on the old glove. So say you feel the balance is just off left to right, you could use the battery pocket in the add-on kit to even that balance by putting it over here or over here, depending upon which way you find the balance is off, if it's off horizontally. Inside is just more of the camo print, and I just about bought the pink color because I'm not afraid of pink, and I know my girls would love it. I've got 2 girls. So that's really it in a nutshell, and I'll build this up and I'll show that to you at the final end of the video. But let's move on to the V2 add-on kit. Separate things here. And this is the primary reason why I bought this kit, the new lenses. And you can feel in your hand right now, these are much more substantial. So we've got 3 different kinds of lenses, and they're printed right on them. So basically, it just, as far as my take on it, the numbers indicate higher power. So if you just need a little bit of zoom. Now, I wear glasses, but my prescription is fairly low as far as the correction goes. I can see pretty well without my glasses, but to be extra clear, especially at distance, I found that I needed more magnification. And on my old kit, let's see if I can get this in the shot. If you can see that, this is where I keep it. I keep it all the way back, and I've got the camera or the monitor mounted clear out on the end, and that was the best picture for me. So depending upon your vision, you may need these, but the choice that they made with the design of these is actually pretty good, because you can now go back to back with them, and we'll show you that. I'll take a picture or some video here as we come up to that part. This is the battery pocket that you can put in various places, because it's got a little button strap here. You would just loop that around. I'm going to use the new glove as my example here. So we've got the glove laying flat. This is the top, and say your weight's off one way or another, you could use this to counterbalance that weight by just putting it over here, or you can slide it more around if you wanted the weight distribution to be a little bit different. So that's something you can use. And or you can use it on your old kit. Say you don't get the glove and the add-on. These items don't come together. The glove is a separate purchase. We've got the S-clip, which is to tighten up the strap up top, which on this, again, I'm just using this as an example. You could use this to where you would actually bunch up the top a little bit more seamlessly. You've probably seen videos of people who have done various things, you know, staple, Velcro, anything to shorten up that top strap to try to get the weight off their nose. So that's a nice add-on, especially if I pass along that old kit. We've got various cables, and some of them are new. In my case, when I ordered my original kit, it did not come with an XT60, but this one does. So it's a little bit cleaner, and it's substantial, so you can get a hold of it here with your fingers to plug it or unplug it. So that's nice, and it comes with, like the first kit, you're going to have some extras. We've got some more foam. Some of this foam is more substantial. You get a look here at the edge of it. So you've got, these are separated. Hopefully you can see that in the video. These are 2 pieces. There's actually 4 pieces of foam in here. It's 3M branded, and you've got 4 pieces that is fairly long that are thicker, and then you've got these pieces, which I think this is for the phone kit. So if you wanted to use your goggles like for virtual reality. This is where you put the lenses, and that looks to be just about the same as the old kit. This is the item or the foam that you put in for your cell phone. I don't plan on using that, so I won't even show that. And this is for audio, I believe. I'm not sure, but maybe you have a need that you'll use this. And maybe I do as well. I just haven't run into that yet. I don't use audio because I don't fly so far away I can't hear it. So that's the kit. I'm going to build it up, and I'll stop along the way to highlight certain facts. And it's something you might want to consider. The V2 add-on kit, all these pieces that you see here, that's my pricing. Depending upon how much you order from Hobby King, the price goes up and down, but it should be fairly close to $24.15. The glove itself is only $14.16. So not an expensive kit. It would be nice if they sold these add-ons separately. I think a number of people would probably just buy the lenses. Or buy the lenses in the glove or something like that, but Hobby King has packaged them, so far it's the add-on kit is all these pieces, and then you've got the glove separate. Okay, let's move on to the build of the different items. Okay, the first thing I notice is different is the lens fixtures. This is the new one here, and you can see where this one goes over the top, and the clip goes over the top on the top and over in the bottom, or vice versa, and then these clips go inside that little lip and then clip. So that's a little bit different than the old one, whereas it had a smaller plate. Let me get this around. Here we go. This inside frame you see is the smaller, and it just went inside and clipped through. That's the other side. You can see where the clips are. So I think that's to accommodate the bulk of the better lenses. So that's the one thing that you'll see it's different right off the bat. The instructions show us assembling the lens, which is probably the singular most important feature, because everything else is, the wiring and stuff is kind of personal preference. So I thought I should show that. And this is the outer plate, and you can see it's got these little notches in here, and then it's also got, inside here, it's got a little plastic piece. So our frame is going to sit down on top of that, and it's going to sit down on top of that with the flat side in there. And you can see where this is notched as well. And it has these little grooves that everything is supposed to go in. Trying not to touch them here. And then we take our outer frame, or our inside frame, and go down around that. So you can see from that view, this would actually face me. This flat side is the outside. And if you get a picture through the lens there, hopefully I can get my lights from making a reflection on there. It's pretty clean and clear. And then you just put these on each side. So easy peasy. That went together in a matter of a minute, right? And here's my old box. Nose plate is the bottom. I just set them in here. You can see I used a Velcro to keep the old glove on, and that was another annoyance. Is when I got them, I had to shove them down in there all the time. It seemed like the more movement you had, the more that the box would come out of the glove. So then you had to keep shoving them down. And I may do that with the same if I figure I just leave this one here just in case. So that's how it goes together with the lens. Now let's do the rest of it. Okay, I made a mistake. I put the lens in wrong. So if you watch that last part, you see that the concave, or the part that's curved, is facing me. It actually is supposed to go this way. So flat side towards us. I got that wrong. Sorry. There we go. Now it's like it's supposed to be. We're here now in the final state. We've got everything all assembled up. You see that I still have my monitor outside the foam box. I have also noted that it was extraordinarily difficult to get my receiver in here. And I struggled with that quite a bit. That took quite a bit of force. And if you look closely, hopefully you can see that. That top stitch right there is really close to popping. Right down in there. I don't know if I can get enough light on that to make that viewable. Hopefully you can see that. It took quite a bit of force to get it in there. It's nice that they added this little piece of elastic here to hold this loop so we can plug our battery in, so that's a good thing. I've tried it on my head a few times, and I did find that the foam box was sliding out of the sock just like on the previous iteration, so I did go back and I put the Velcro that I had on the previous ones back in here to hold that, because that kind of that was always something I thought was a bit tedious. Every time you took it off your head, you had to shove the box back down in there, so that's just one less thing to do between flights. The Velcro straps, of course, because they're shipped in kind of this notched position, they naturally want to go there. It's going to take some time if you need to have it a little bit shorter to get that to where that forms a little nicer there. You see that I've also got this stretched quite a bit, and you can see the box part back here. It should actually be forward just a slight bit, but I like to have the sides of the sock coming around my face to block out as much light as I can. And I did notice that I was still getting some light back through here, but that's inside. I don't know if I'm going to notice that, and that's with the screen not on. The material that it's made out of, it feels really nice. It feels different. It feels softer. It feels more smooth, and that kind of gives it its premium feel. The stitching all looks good. I didn't have any problems with that. The stickers on it, you know, everybody knows what you're wearing for the most part, unless they don't know FPV. I guess if they don't know FPV, that helps to tell them what you're wearing. I did adjust these straps a little bit so I could get the sock out where I want. That might not be what you do, but it's all personal preference. You do have to use some of your existing cables to hook everything up. Some of the extra cables that came with the add-on kit, I'm not sure what they're for, but if you have a different setup, you may know exactly what you would use them for. I think some of them are general purpose, or they obviously connect specific devices, but I don't have anything that requires it. So that's kind of the overview of the add-on kit and how it's assembled, how I assembled it, I guess. So I'm going to use this for a while, and in the next video I'll post a follow-up of just kind of my opinion of using the primarily the new lenses, because we already see the changes here with the sock, and then how the sock feels when you wear it. And I'll post those results in a future video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it.